Hello, dear students. We are studying about the applications of adsorption. The next application is control of humidity. We have various adsorbents like silica gel and alumina gel are used as adsorbent for the removal of moisture and control humidity. So when there are bags or any other thing we buy, we will get some white um, white sacks or white bags, like things, small bags inside them, that are that they have the silica gel or alumina gel, and they absorb the moisture. Removal of coloring matter from solution. Sometimes a solution is not pure, we want it transparent, but it is having some impurities, and due to that it is of some color. If we want to remove these impurities, we can use adsorption. Animal charcoal removes color of solution by absorbing colored impurities. So those solutions which are having the impurities, from them the impurities can be removed by using the animal charcoal easily. Then we have the fifth one, heterogeneous catalysis. Suppose you use all the reactants and products are solid or liquid, but your catalyst is sorry if all the reactants and products are gases but your catalyst is solid, then this kind of catalysis is known as the heterolytic or heterogeneous catalysis. So if the physical state of reactant and products is not same with the catalyst, this kind of catalysis is known as the heterogeneous catalysis. So in that catalysis, it is very important that adsorption takes place. Adsorption of reactants on the solid surface of the catalyst increases the rate of reaction. So actually what happens, these substances are actually adsorbed on the surface of the catalyst, and that is why the reaction become easier. Now we'll look at some of the examples. In the manufacturing of ammonia, which is the Haber process, iron is used as a catalyst. In the manufacture of H2SO4, that is your contact process, vanadium pentoxide V2O5 is used as a catalyst. In the hydrogenation of oil, manufacturing of vegetable ghee and margarine, finely divided nickel is used as a catalyst. Then we have the next use, separation of inert gases. Coconut charcoal has ability to perform different degree of adsorption of gases at different temperature. Using these characteristics, noble gases are separated using a coconut charcoal at different temperature. So using this coconut charcoal, we can separate the inert gases or noble gases. In curing diseases, many drugs kill germs or microorganisms by absorbing them on their surfaces. So many kind of drugs that we take, they also function using the phenomena of adsorption. These microorganisms are absorbed on their surface and then they are killed. In the froth flotation method is the method for concentration of ore or enrichment of ore into the metallurgical steps. So let us see it. A low grade sulfide ore is concentrated or enriched by using pine oil and frothing agent. Ore is separated from silica and other earthly impurities called gangue. So please remember, my dear students, that unwanted earthly impurities present into the uh, ore are called gangue, and they are mostly the silica and other impurities, and they are separated by the process known as the froth flotation method, especially for the sulfide ore. And here this frothing agent or pine oil, they adsorb the particles during this process. Adsorption indicators, some are the indicators available which indicate something by doing the phenomena of adsorption. Precipitates of silver halides, where they are generally white or yellowish white in color. they turn colorful in the presence of eosine or fluorescein. These eosine and fluorescein are the name of the dyes. During, like, due to the presence of these dyes, they turn into, uh, they take the color of that particular dye by absorbing them. So in the solution, when these dyes are adsorbed, colored are produced, which indicates the end point of titration. So when we are doing titration, the color is only seen when these precipitates are produced, and that is why we come to know about the end point. Titration end point means titration is over. Then we have the 10th use for the chromatographic analysis. So whenever you want to do the chromatographic analysis, chromatography is a method of analysis based on the principle that adsorption of substances or components of mixture are differently adsorbed on an adsorbent. So this is the characteristics into the, like, this is the principle on which chromatography work, and it is the principle that is based on the phenomena called adsorption. So here we have done the various uses or applications of the adsorption. Let us understand few more points. What is activation of adsorbent and how is it achieved? So we need to understand what is the activation. We will use this word activated charcoal, or we have already used this word activated charcoal. So what is the meaning of this activated? Activation of adsorbent means to increase the adsorbing power of adsorbent. So if you have any adsorbent, if you want to increase the power, its efficiency for adsorption, we use this method. And adsorbent can be activated by, number, making fine powder of adsorption, so that the surface area can be increased by heating the adsorbents at high temperature in the vacuum. For metallic adsorption, we use this method by making the surface of adsorbent rough by mechanical rubbing it. And the fourth method is by electroplating, or by depositing a finely dispersed metal on the surface. So these are the four methods by which we can activate any kind of adsorbent. Now here the answer is over. Some extra information I am providing, that wood charcoal is activated by heating it in the vacuum between the temperature 650 to 1330 Kelvin. Please remember this, that wood charcoal can be activated by heating this wood charcoal into the between the temperature of 6050 Kelvin to 1330 Kelvin. I hope, my dear students, you are enjoying. Happy learning.